friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video we're going to dive into the contents in the November 2022 Ginger Quilter box. I am super excited about this one. Natalie over at the Ginger Quilter gives you a monthly sewing project, usually quilting project, subscription box, and every month she curates it based on what's going to happen in the next month. So this is November, which means this is probably the Christmas themed box. I think that's genius because it gives me as a creator time to make the project that she has curated for me, and if I'm quick enough, I can use it this year. Let's dive in and see what she's curated for us. I can't wait to see. We're going to cut the tape, lift it open, and inside we've got our tissue paper and our documentation. The first item that we have is a little controversial, and you'll see why in just a moment. It is a marking tool. This is a friction pen, and Natalie writes that these pens are one of her favorite sewing notions. She says she uses them all the time and she can never have enough, but part of that might be due to her kids stealing them all the time. She says she loves how clear they write and how quickly they erase with fabric or heat, and they are great for marking your fabric. And that's why quilters love these, because you use them to write on fabric, and when you press it with some heat, the marks disappear, but the chemicals are still there. So unless you are planning to wash your fabric, the marks could come back if the fabric gets cold enough. I personally have also had instances where the red pen, and this is the red marker, does permanently discolor some fabric that I've worked with. It's been years since that happened, but you get burned once, you kind of get turned off of them. I actually don't really use these in my sewing room, but I know a ton of quilters that do, and they have had no problems whatsoever. So I'm going to tell you, you choose what works for you. Just make sure you test it out and make sure it's going to do what you expect it to do. The next item that we have is a sweet treat for those cold wintry months. It is some hot chocolate on a stick. Natalie writes, it's cocoa season, and that means there are so many different varieties to try, and I thought this was just a clever idea. Just stick this stick in warm milk and let the chocolate do its melty, yummy thing. And it does say that this is the peppermint flavor up here. This is a lovely treat, and I can't wait to have a cup of hot cocoa, thanks to Natalie, in front of my nice warm fire this Christmas season. It's about 70 degrees outside right now, so it's a little weird to show you this next item, but I know it's going to get cold soon, and these are going to come in handy. We have a pair of gloves. Natalie writes, winter is coming, and that means your fingers will be freezing. Keep them warm and ready to sew with these cozy red gloves. Keep them in your car or your purse. Your fingers are important, so keep them nice and toasty. And I do want to let you know that these are touchscreen gloves, which means the thumb and the index finger have these black tips that allow you to still control your phone or other touchscreen device while you're wearing your gloves. So if you get a call on your phone, you don't have to struggle with the gloves, take them off to answer your phone. Last year, Natalie curated a project that I was absolutely in love with, and it went together really, really easy. I loved the fabric and I loved the pattern. So I have been really excited to get my hands on this year's box to see what our Christmas project is going to look like. And she did not disappoint. We have the pattern Fancy Furs from My Sew Quilty Life. This is the pattern here. Natalie says the pattern is a fun twist on traditional Christmas trees. Instead of bows on just presents, they're on the trees now too. And all I see in the border are lots and lots of gumdrops. This quilt will measure 68 inches by 68 inches when it's all put together. And there are alternative sizes available in this pattern for the table runner, crib, and of course the throw. To make this quilt, you're gonna need some fabric, and Natalie has got us covered with some Moda Bella Solids. Natalie writes, I have recently been a convert to Moda Bella Solids. I think they're very soft and nice to sew with. In this bundle, you have several colors. You have Dusty Jade, Kansas Green, Prairie Green, Pesto, Princess, which is this lovely pink, and Chipotle. The colors are mostly traditional with just a little bit of modern. You'll have everything you need to make the table runner. But here's the great thing about the fabric that she has curated for us. If you want to make that full-size throw quilt, you know what colors she has curated here, so you can just run out and grab more of those basics. These are solids, they are readily available, and you don't ever have to worry about them going out of print. At the end of the pamphlet, Natalie writes, "Merry Christmas. I always feel a little strange to be shipping Christmas boxes the day after Halloween, but I do it so that you have lots of time to finish your project before Christmas. I hope you enjoy the wonderful season of holiday sewing and spend lots of time with your loved ones. Merry Christmas." I love the project that she has curated for us this month, and I like that there is a pattern writer being featured in this box that I didn't know about before. The colors that she's picked are absolutely right up my alley, and I can't wait to get started. Thank you for hanging out with me, friends, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!